For the Nordiques, Bernier, Tardif, and Cloutier, the defensemen Weir and Hoganson. On the face-off, the Canucks move the puck into the Quebec zone, but it's cleared out by defenseman Hoganson to center ice, taken by McCarthy. Puts it off the boards on the left side of Jerry Gillis. Gillis gets turned around, backhands the puck into the Quebec zone. It's cleared out of there by Wally Weir back to center ice. Canucks take it there at center, dump it back to Harold Sneps inside the Canuck zone. Sneps to McCarthy, back to Sneps as Quebec start to forecheck a little bit. It's Bernier doing the forechecking. Over on the wing and is fired down into the left wing corner inside the Quebec zone. Hoganson trying to clear it out there for Quebec. Has trouble, gets in front. Gillis gets a weak backhand shot that's blocked, and it's cleared back to the line. Kept onside there momentarily. Finally swept to center ice, and Harold Sneps gets it for Vancouver. Sneps passes, intercepted by Hoganson. Hoganson tried to drop it back to Weir. It's poked away from him by Thomas Verdine into the corner. And Quebec's Mark Tardif takes behind his own goal. Skated off by the forechecking of Jerry Gillis. It goes into the corner. Cloutier gets tied up by Smeal. Smeal now in the left wing corner trying to put it back to the point. The pass out is being blocked by Cloutier. They jam against the boards. There'll be a face-off in the Quebec zone. This change. Face-off inside the Quebec zone. Back of the defense. Logan shoots just wide of the net. Logan, the newcomer on defense of the point, got away a good shot. It's cleared out to center ice, but Logan is back to pick it up for Vancouver at the red line. Fires it inside the Quebec zone. It hits Lever going in and is brought back out by Fitchner to Brackenbury over the line, with the defenseman's Pierre Lacroix shooting wide of the net from the blue line, and the puck goes into the corner. Brassard now for Vancouver comes out in front of his own goal, being forechecked a bit there by Fitchner. Fitchner keeps the puck into the Vancouver zone. Brassard gets it back. A bad pass. Brassard almost lost the puck directly to Goulet, and Goulet went past the goal and couldn't get a shot. Now it's Brassard coming back with the Canucks at center ice. Over the line of Rick Blight. His shot is deflected wide of the net by Jerry Hart and goes into the corner. Canucks try to get possession there. They fail to, and it's Pierre Lacroix behind his own net now. Lacroix getting up to Goulet on the left wing. Goulet at the red line. Long shot. Gloved aside easily by the Canucks' Kurt Ridley and puts it into the corner. Now the Canucks clear it out. Brassard gets it out to center ice, but it's picked up there by the Quebec Nordiques, and it's Gary Lariviere to the red line, shooting it into the Vancouver zone around behind his own net. The Canucks hustling. Kevin McCarthy trying to get it out, fails to at the line. A shot by Lariviere is deflected, never reached the goal. In for the rebound goes Hislop, tried to put it in front, couldn't, and goes into the corner with it. Lost it in the corner now to Olaf Brassard. Brassard for the Canucks taps it out to center ice as the Canucks try to get a line change. Comes back to the defense, and Barry Lake takes it there to Lariviere for Quebec. Now the Nordiques at center ice. Skated off the play by Odlison, who's just come on. Odlison tries to get it to Derlego. Derlego is checked, and Barry Lake shoots it into the Vancouver zone. Sneps behind his own goal. Being pursued back there by Robbie Fatorik. Fatorik gets a shot away. Nice save by goalkeeper Kurt Ridley. The puck cleared out to center ice. Back come the Canucks now after that fine stop. They shoot it into the Quebec zone. Down comes Derlego, lays it in front of the goal, and they score!
Kind of an innocent shot by Billy Derlego as he took a quick wrist shot from the left side. Dion made the initial save, and defenseman Barry Lake had the puck, but Kurt Fraser took it right away from him and fired a quick backhander that beat Dion on the far side, and the Vancouver Canucks score, and they lead 1-0. And for Kurt Fraser, that's goal number 6 on the season. Assist definitely going to Billy Derlego. An innocent play, but it ends up being a goal. Kurt Fraser, Johnny on the spot right in front of the Quebec goal.
Dion appeared to have it, and then it got away from him, and Fraser just got the quick backhand away. As you say, Tom, it looked like an innocent play. Canucks pressing now. Odlison keeps the puck into the Quebec zone from the face-off. He goes to the corner, tries to get it in front of the net. It's loose in front of the goal. Here's a shot by Derlego right on. Good save by goalkeeper Dion. Puck comes back. Cloutier on the wing, covered there by Odlison. Odlison tries to pass it back. Cloutier gets tied up. Puck comes out, and the Nordiques bring it back now. At center ice, here's a pass to Richard Leduc. Leduc tried to center in front of the goal. Cloutier coming in, couldn't tap it in. The Canucks trying to clear it out. Kept onside by Tardif. Tardif lets go a weak shot. It goes wide of the net as Sneps ties up the player Leduc in front of the net. Behind the goal now, it goes to Mark Tardif. Tardif in the corner. Odlison has him in a fair hug, and Derlego comes in to help out. Derlego now fires it right across the goal mouth. Cloutier knocks it down. He shoots, and a nice save by Ridley from close in. Puck goes to Sneps in the corner. Sneps now ahead to Fraser. Fraser rink wide to Odlison. Checked at center ice there by Wally Weir, and the puck goes up into the Canuck bench. Along with Leduc, but Leduc replaced Bernier on the last shift. Stewart gets the puck back into the Nordique zone as they start out slowly now. Jerry Hart Getting the puck, carrying to center ice, taps it ahead. It's shot by Fitchner into the Vancouver zone, and the Canucks cleared right back out again. Jerry Hart back at his own line, being pursued by Gary Lupul. Clears the puck out to center ice as the Canucks take over. Bob Mano at his own defense spot. Skates the red line. They dump it in. Fires it in the right wing corner. Racing in after, trying to get to the puck first is Brad Smith. Behind the net with Jerry Hart. They tie it illegal.
That goal came at 3:08 here of the first period.
Lupul facing off with Fitchner. Deep in the Quebec zone. Puck goes to Hart, who comes across his own goal mouth with it. Then backhands the pass to center ice, too far ahead, and it's swept away in there by Brad Smith, who shoots it down into the Quebec zone. Coming back forward is Pierre Lacroix. Lacroix being skated into the boards by Lupul. Smith steps hard into the other player, Fitchner. Puck goes around behind the net, fired off the boards to the open wing, and here's Stewart up on the right wing now for the Nordiques. A long shot wide of the net. Comes in behind Kurt Ridley, who puts it in the corner. Lupul bats it around behind the net, trying to get it to Mano. Mano coughs it up. It goes to Goulet. Goulet behind the goal, trying to put it out in front. As Smith flattens Bob Fitchner inside the Canucks zone. There's no call. The puck is cleared down the ice. Not far enough for icing, and Quebec making a line change, start back. Here's the pass to Goulet. Over the line on the right wing. He shoots. Save is made by Ridley from a bad angle, and the puck is cleared to the Canucks. They start back out now. At center, it's Don Lever over the line. Getting the pass over, intended for Gradine. He couldn't handle it, and it swept off his stick back out to center ice. Gradine comes back to center, gets the puck back at his own blue line. Gets it over to McElhargy. He dumps it off the boards. Nobody there. It's going to go down the ice. After it is La Riviere bumping hard with Stan Smeel. They go around behind the goal. In there as well is Jerry Gillis trying to get it out. Nordiques finally take over, and behind his own goal is Jamie Hislop. Passes up on the right wing to Fatorik. Fatorik, a long shot from the red line, dumping it the left wing corner. Racing in for it is Reggie Thomas. Thomas tries to center it, hits the side of the net, and is picked up by Stan Smeel. Smeel ahead now to Gillis at center ice, just cruising, waiting for some help. Flips the puck ahead into the Quebec zone. They race in after it as Gary LaRiviere collides hard in there with Gradine. Puck is jammed along the boards, comes back. McElhargy steps hard and decks Jamie Hislop. A shot from the point goes wide of the net and comes back out to center ice now. Here's a chance for the Nordiques. Jamie Hislop over the line. Gets the puck over to McCarthy. A long shot is blocked by goalkeeper Michel Dion, and it goes into the corner. Smeel in after it, lost it, and it's brought out by Serge Bernier. Bernier with Hislop at center ice now, over the line. Bernier on the right wing, closing in. Hislop in front, he's got it, drops it back to the point. A shot, they score! Pierre Lacroix. It's a 1-1 tie.
15 to 18 feet out, and he just let it go. I think that Ridley was probably screened a little bit on the play as well, Jim, is Pierre Lacroix, his 5th goal of the season. They've tied the score at 1 down.
Goalkeeper Ridley behind the net, works it off the glass, and the Canucks start out with it. At center ice, it's Lupul trying to get a backhand pass away. Cloutier steals it from him. Here's Cloutier's pass. Coming back now to Tardif. Over the line, Tardif shoots from a bad angle. Ridley makes the stop. It goes down and holds it. Bernier facing off in the Vancouver zone with Gradine. Gradine gets the draw out to center ice. Gets it to Dennis Kearns, who shoots it down into the Quebec zone. They rattle it off the boards. Tardif trying to come out with it. Smeel tying him up. Snaps, gets the rebound, tries again, puts it in front, and it goes high across the goal mouth. Round behind the net, now they scrap for it. Leduc rattles it off the boards. It comes back to Sneps. Sneps skates to the corner, tries to center right in front. They score! Sneps put it across in front of the goal.
Gradine, Tommy Gradine. So, a Nordique player for the puck. He just threw it right in front. Tommy Gradine just snapped it by Dion. There's no way that Michel Dion was going to 2-1. They scored with just 10 seconds remaining in the period, and that one hurts if you're a Quebec Nordique fan.
Smeel over the line, lets go a blazing shot, hits the glass behind the goal. Stewart tries to clear it out, and the horn goes. And the second period is over, and Sneps comes charging onto the ice in a very tight, looks like a large football huddle, as the 3 officials are in the middle of it, trying to calm it all down. It came after the final buzzer, as Sneps came out onto the ice really fast. He saw one of his teammates being jammed against the boards, but apparently it's all around, pushing and shoving, and we'll just see if any of that carries over into the third period. A game this close, you'd think that perhaps both teams might play a little close to the vest, but we'll see what happens. And the with their starters, Gradine, Smeel, and Gillis. On the face-off, Gradine over the line with Weir after him. Weir taps away, but Smeel keeps it onside, tries his shot, it's right on. Puck comes around in front. Gillis couldn't handle it. Rebound, scores! Stanley Smeel on a backhander.
Well, the Canucks carry off where they left off in the second period with the left, Jim. He starts right out with the big line. Tommy Gradine, Smeel, and Gillis. This time it's Stan Smeel who gets the quick goal here in the opening minute of the third period, his 13th goal of the season.
And there, fires in the corner, around behind the goal. Comes back now to Tardif. Tardif gets the pass in front of the net. Here's a chance. They shoot. The save is made by Ridley from close. Another shot. Another save by Ridley. Both of them from Robbie Fatorik. And the puck goes to the side of the net. Finally picked up in there by Jerry Gillis. Gillis out to center ice. Just dumps it as the Canucks make a line change. Rick Blight racing in after it. Goes to the corner. Gets it back. Hislop steals it away at the blue line, but is checked by Harold Snaps at center ice. Snaps now, gets it over to McCarthy. Long shot from the red line, rolls around behind the goal. Lever racing in after, he's got it right out in front. Here's a weak backhand, they score!
Oh, the Canucks have really come out. He took it actually with his back to the goal, and it was a weak backhanded shot, but it fooled Michel Dion. I think he's still Quebec Nordique. I don't know if he's going to be replaced.
Now it's Hoganson turning around at his own blue line. Gets it over to Weir. Weir through the middle to Bernier. Bernier just dumps it into the Vancouver zone, and it comes around behind Kurt Ridley, who makes the stop. Canucks try to get out. Cloutier traps it onside, goes to the corner. Cloutier circles the goal, tucks it in, and it hit the side of the net. They thought it had put it in, but it hit the side of the goal. And the Canucks try to come out now. Here's Ottelson at center ice, through to Brassard, over the line. Brassard closing it, his backhander, he scores! Woo! The backhander from the right wing. Caught low on the short side.
Third period, Smeel at 13 seconds. 2 minutes and 6 seconds later, Brassard with his first of two here. His third, and now Brassard on a backhander. His second,
and he put it between Lowe and the post, and there wasn't really enough space there. If Lowe had been hugging the post like he should have, which had never gone in.
Well, he didn't have a chance to warm up either, Jim. He went in cold, and that was the first shot on goal by the Canucks on Lowe, and they scored 3 goals in a span of 2 minutes and 39 seconds.
On the face-off, here's Cloutier starting out now for the Nordiques, over the line, and they're way offside. So the puck goes again into the Quebec zone, comes out in front, and Derlego missed it in front of the goals. He was checked. Back the other way comes Tardif. Tardif and over the line with Bernier. Tardif is right in, he shoots, and a save is made by Ridley as Tardif just stick handles way in. Here's the rebound, comes back, and it's put in by Cloutier. After the Canucks cleared it, put it in front of the goal, and Real Cloutier finally really made just a big save. Tardif went and followed his own rebound. He centered it, and we told you about Cloutier. He is one of those natural goal scorers, and you give him a couple of inches to shoot at, and he'll pick the corner, and that's what he did on Kurt Ridley. Cloutier. Smeel was upended before he can get a chance. Weir's back on the ice. The teams are at full strength. The Canucks still trying. Here's Gillis back over on the right wing. Trailer to Gradine. Gradine now back to the point. Here's a shot by McCarthy, and it went wide, and then it's in. The goalkeeper put it in. He blocked it, and then it put it in from Kevin McCarthy. And just some great work all season long. Smeel and Gradine each have 13 goals on the season. Gillis has 10. When you have that kind of scoring punch spread around a good hockey line and a producing one, and it has been that for the Canucks. Kevin McCarthy from the point, a good shot low. Ron Lowe did get a piece of it, but he missed center ice. Here's a chance now. Kearns going over the line. Tried to set up the Canuck player Lupul. He does, but by this time they would have been offside, so Lupul skates back, waits for everybody's onside, gets it to Logan. Logan fires it in, and that one goes off of linesman Randy Mitten. The linesmen have really been hit with several shots tonight. And back over the line now comes Cloutier, getting a backhand right in front. A good stop by goalkeeper Gary Bromley with 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Here's a lead pass now to Gradine. Gradine dropping it back for Gillis. Logan skates the red line, shoots it into the Quebec zone, and everybody's changing players on the move. Tardif now around behind his own goal. Gets it to Hoganson. Back to Tardif as he comes out to center ice. Tardif and Bernier together over the line, trying to make the play around Mano. And Mano just rides Mark Tardif out into the corner as he tried to put the puck between his feet and then follow it up. Now it's Stan Smeel trying to get out. Fails to. Hoganson gets a shot right on. Good glove save. Grabbed and held by Kurt Ridley on a shot from the face-off. The puck goes into the corner. Logan makes a nice move and gets away from Hoganson. Clears the puck to center ice. Getting it ahead now to Gillis. Gillis going over the line. Hoganson after him. Rides him out very well. Puts the puck in front, though, with a good one-handed pass. But taken out of the play was Stan Smeal. Back to the line. A shot by Mano is deflected. Never reached the goal. And goes into the corner to Fitchner. Fitchner now starting out to center ice. Gives the puck to Brackenbury. Brackenbury ridden off there by Gradine. But Gradine goes down. The puck is loose. Now Smeal gets into it. There's a little pushing and shoving going on. Goes into the Canuck bench with 1 second.
And they'll win this game 6-2.
Puck is dropped. The horn sounds.